So Zane, wait a minute. Where the hell's Zane? David, have you seen Zane?
I have not.
You have not seen Zane. Did he know we were supposed to shoot episodes tonight?
As far as I know.
Let me call him.
Hello?
Zane!
Yeah.
Dude, where are you at?
Dude,
What?
I'm sick. I
Sick?
got COVID.
You have what? You have COVID?
I got COVID.
Oh, crap. We're supposed to shoot episodes tonight.
Yeah, I know. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
Not gonna happen, huh? Alright, so, are you alright?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Alright. I guess I got some phone calls to make. We're gonna need some guests in here today since you're not gonna be here.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna miss you at least for this one time. Dude, please take care of yourself.
I'll do it.
Call us if you need something. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Take care.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop. My name is Jeff, and this is Ronald McDonald because today, guys, Zane is sick at home with COVID. That's right. We went through a whole entire year of 2020 without either one of us getting sick from COVID to get to this point now, and now Zane is sick. He's doing all right. He's doing great. We're checking on him every day. Everything's going wonderful with him. So we thought we would give you kind of a behind the scenes view of things you don't see, maybe some bloopers, maybe some stuff that you see us do that we normally do every episode, but we always cut out and edit. But before we do that, we also realize we're gonna have to drag some people in here because nobody wants us here to just watch Jeff today. So while we're doing that, let's roll a little bit of some things that happen off camera that you guys normally don't get to see.
Hey.
Hey! What's up, girl?
Hi! Today we're just gonna talk about single malt whiskey.
Single malt, because we're single, baby.
There is nothing more American than single malt.
Laid out for you on the table.
That's
Goddamn
right.
right.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
God.
Look how white I am right here. Look at this. What the fuck's wrong? Look how far. Oh my god.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop. I'm overly excited Zane.
And I'm Jeff. Boy, that was it's like I'm Jeff.
Yours look more scared. I look excited.
Oh, you look excited. You look excited.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop. Wait a minute.
Meantime, pop culture fathers.
Right after this. Let's do that. Right after this. Milk anything with nipples.
Can you milk me? I
can squeeze pretty damn hard.
All right, so I went and knocked on my next door neighbor's door because we needed somebody here because, you know, Zane's a hard seat to fill, right?
Yeah.
At least Keith's a little taller. So guys, this is Keith. He's a neighbor of ours. He's a really awesome guy. And I thought we'd just drag him in on the show today and let him fill a guest spot on Whiskey Pop. I'm sure later he'll be like, I regret every minute of being on the show.
I think it'll be the other way around.
So, hey, do you drink whiskey, right?
Yes,
So did you always drink bourbon or did you start with something else? Or?
Actually started with Scotch whiskey.
Scotch, okay.
Yeah.
So it was
And then
Scotch your
worked my way
thing,
down.
right? And worked your way down. You know, a lot of people would argue that Scotch is way better than bourbon.
Actually, I really liked it, but then I switched over to more to Irish and
Irish
some
whiskeys are
Canadian
good.
whiskeys.
Yeah, like Crown.
Well, no, some good Canadian.
Oh, good Canadian whiskey, not Pine Sol. So we asked Keith, hey, you know, come in here, get in the cabinet, you tell us what you want, we'll give you some whiskey. He picked out today Smoke Wagon. And, well, we kind of pointed him that way because like you don't want to skip this opportunity to have Smoke Wagon. So
And they talked me into it.
So we just talked right into it. We're gonna see. He's gonna totally blindly get Smoke Wagon, and I'm gonna see if he can figure out what he thinks he's getting out of it. Put some pressure on him. You feel the pressure?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna drink as much because I've got to shoot other episodes. Not to mention the Smoke Wagon.
I only have to do one, so give me.
Oh, that's right. So give me the bottle.
Give me the bottle.
All right, so let's go for it. Let's see what you think. See what you think about Smoke Wagon. Now, this one is hard to come by. It comes out of Las Vegas. They don't sell it in Oklahoma.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had to cross the border to get this stuff. So if you like it, I'm sorry, because you're gonna have to leave the state to go
That's
get
it.
it.
Well, let's try something else then.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
So Smoke Wagon actually was listed as one of our top whiskeys so far this year.
I
So
can see why. That is really good.
there's a lot of good stuff there. What are you getting out of that?
The sweetness on the backside of it.
Oh yeah, if I remember right, that whiskey is the Uncut Unfiltered, so it's barrel proof. So that's coming straight out of a barrel. They're not cutting that at all. So it's at 57.72 alcohol. So it's about what is that?
114,
115, 116 proof. He's like, oh yeah. The last thing. See, now here's the thing, guys. You can tell that Keith is a seasoned whiskey aficionado. You know why? Because he didn't just shoot that whiskey. We gave him a rare whiskey and he's sitting there enjoying every single
It's
piece
very
of
good.
it.
I'm trying to get the flavors of it.
I'm getting a lot of little brown sugar, caramel, a little bit of vanilla, but there's some high points of cinnamon in that.
See, that's what I was thinking, cinnamon, and
Mhm.
like I said, the sweetness is probably the brown sugar you're talking about.
Now these guys are a craft whiskey. They came out of Las Vegas, so they're buying, I think, most of their products from MGP and then blending it themselves. They are one of the probably fastest growing craft whiskey makers right now, I think, in our area. People are scrambling to buy these bottles. I mean, we were lucky to find some.
And you're going to send me home with the bottle?
And the consolation prize today is I go home with a bottle of Smoke Wagon.
Well,
thank you, Zane, for not being here today.
Take another week.
Take another week. Take another pour.
That's what I'm saying. No, that is very tasty.
Right now, this is when neighbors are like, why do I not come over to your house very often? I've got neighbors probably have no idea what we have.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Word's gonna get around now.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. You got to be sworn to secrecy. You know, is that you signed that non-disclosure agreement when you came in the door today.
I must have missed that.
I didn't see that NDA.
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
But I could be bribed with a bottle of this.
I don't see why a little sit down like this can't be profitable for the both of us.
So Keith, thanks for joining us today. What we'll do right now, I think we go back and look at a couple of maybe bloopers and screw-ups that we had earlier this year with Zane and I. We don't always get everything right.
Are we filming? I like this. This is my new thing.
That's your new thing?
See how it's like it's a slap, jerk, snap. Good. No, I'm technically all right, actually. I look beautiful. Look at that. She hates it. My shit. Let me put it in my hair. God damn.
And we're shooting.
Welcome to Whiskey Pop.
Right after this. All right, so we have our next guest. That's right. So we brought in my son. You've actually been on an episode before, right?
I have, one of the first ones.
Didn't we get in like a lightsaber battle? You can see that right here.
Yeah.
I beat you.
No, I don't think I remember that going that way.
No, I clearly remember beating you.
If I remember correctly, I believe I stabbed you.
Why would you stab your father?
You know, I typically wouldn't think I'd want to, but that's just how it went.
You smiled when that happened too. I think I kind of remember that now.
Oh, okay.
You can go home now. You don't get no whiskey. So, do you like whiskey?
It's not preference. I don't choose to like whiskey, but
He's adopted.
You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me real deep just now.
All right, so I had you pick out some whiskeys.
yep.
And you picked out today Nulu, right? And Roknar, which is a Minnesota whiskey. These guys are what they call a grain to bottle. So they farm their own grain and distill it and bottle it. So it's kind of a new thing that's going on right now with a lot of these craft whiskey makers. So which one you want to try?
Let's try the Roknar.
Roknar.
Now, the Roknar, does that only come from Minnesota?
It only comes from Minnesota, but you can buy it here.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
It's readily available. It's been showing up in a lot of stores in our area. They produce, if I remember right, they produce this one and a gin, and I think a couple of other versions as well. Now this one, if I remember right, the
Smells
cognac's
really
pretty
nice.
strong in this. So,
And I do like cognac, so
what do you smell out of that?
that's more or less smelling like a caramelized smell out of it.
The other thing I get is probably kind of a raisin, prune, which is probably more of the cognac. It's got dark fruit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you want to try it?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Now this is a really good whiskey for a craft whiskey.
That is really good.
Now, if I'm right, this one's only 94 proof, 47% ABV. It does come out of Minnesota. Far North Spirits.
This is a really good whiskey.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna make you a bourbon drinker yet.
It's not that I don't drink bourbon.
Uh-huh.
I just don't prefer to drink bourbon.
Once again, he's adopted.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Correct me if I'm wrong, which I know I'm not, because I'm always right, even though I'm not an expert. But you used to work at a liquor store.
I did.
What would you say is an expensive price for a whiskey?
Expensive price for whiskey, anywhere from $80 to $120.
So you think that's an expensive whiskey?
I would say
for you?
that's an expensive whiskey. $40 for a good whiskey that tastes great, not bad.
So what would you say a budget whiskey price would be?
Budget whiskey price, somewhere from 20 to 30.
Okay,
Because you
that's
can't really
alright.
find anything
Yeah.
below $20
Yeah.
that's actually going to taste decent.
So when you worked in a liquor store, what was the one thing about whiskey that you got tired of hearing all the time?
Blanton's was a big one. Blanton's was definitely one of the top ones.
So, and then what would you say would be the most sold whiskey you normally sold the most often?
The most often, I saw a lot of people get Jack. Very
Jack
regularly.
Daniels, right?
Very regularly. They'd
Yeah.
get Jack, and then occasionally you'd see the ones go for Fireball or SoCo. Which, I respect the Jack
Yeah,
person
but
a little
Southern
bit more.
Comfort's not whiskey, right?
No, it's not.
That's just a
It's
a-
whiskey with filler.
yeah, a lot of filler.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, what would you say was the most expensive whiskey you've seen come through the liquor store?
I never officially saw it, but my manager at the time said we did have a bottle of Pappy come through quite a few years ago.
Like one bottle?
One bottle, and it sold same day that she put it out on the shelf.
Did she sell it for retail price or did she up the charge?
Well, at the time when I worked for her, she sold it retail price, so
So
she sold for retail
like
price.
$300.
Yeah, around that time. But at this point now, I couldn't tell you what she sells bottles for.
So, so what do you guys think? And we've had a couple of guests on here. I think we need to bring one more guest on here. But before we do that, let's play a couple more bloopers. Hey, Andy.
The dog.
You named the dog? You were named after the dog?
Whether you're a woman or whether you're a Jeffrey, you're staying alive. Staying alive. Whether you're drinking whiskey or not, you're staying alive. Man alive. Staying alive.
Blue shadows on the trail. Hush, little cowboy, close your eyes and dream. All of the doggies are in the corral. And remember, Jeff, yes, you are my number one.
And finally, after all this time, we got David in the front. Not in the back.
Right here
In the front.
in the front.
Zane, can you believe it? I know you're gonna see this. We have David in the front.
Just for a little while.
We should drink some whiskey.
All right, let's
What do you
drink a
wanna
little bit.
We'll drink some Heaven's Door.
Let's do that.
All right, so Heaven's Door. We reviewed this one on Whiskey Pop and on Second Pour. But I figured we'd at least close out with this sucker. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So,
A little bit.
it's the end of the day. Zane's got COVID. We showed everybody a little bit of the inside and the outside of Whiskey Pop. We brought in a few guests, and we drank a lot of whiskey. I guess now we close this out with a little Heaven's Door. Hopefully Zane will be back in a few weeks.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Until then, you guys continue to be geeky, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.